intensive treatment.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Intensive Treatment, where we talk about all things Arkham. We're back with another podcast brought to you by Talia al Ghul. Her imminent death, I mean. Well, we're going to talk about that today. Did she die? Yes. Should she have died? Maybe. Did she have to stay dead? Now that's the question that everyone's asking themselves. Let's see. Marvel messaged me last night, and this idea came up. And I'm like, you know what? That's kind of an interesting thought. Why didn't Brucey Boy resurrect his dead girlfriend for one last, sloppy toppy?
Another night in Metropolis, you could say.
Yeah. You could have just called. So, where did this idea come from? What actually made you think of this? Because I feel like it's crossed my head before, but I never took it that seriously. Like, oh, she just died.
So I was brainstorming ideas for us to do on the podcast, just kind of topics to kind of do in the future. And I was watching a video going over like the Arkham series story and whatnot, and they were talking about Talia's death and how the final battle of Clayface and whatnot, and then this thing just kind of sprang up out of nowhere, being like, nobody in the league or whatnot thought to dip Talia in the Lazarus pit or like use Lazarus to revive. They revived Raish, even though he's like with his ribs out, he's in a fucking chair, but.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't think to. Nobody in the league thought. Not even Raish himself was just like, "Hey, where's my daughter at?
Yeah.
Is she around?" But yeah, it just this idea. Like, I was just thinking about it, and like, it's just weird. Like, they've done the whole Lazarus thing. They made it a point of Raish being alive for like 600 years. And they didn't think to do that for Talia, so.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote it down and I was just like, I want to get Swifty's input on this. Maybe figure out why they didn't do that, or just the whole idea. Like, what was Sefton thinking about?
Well, here's we can end this in 3 minutes and just say Sefton Hill was not thinking. No, it's a good question because, like you said, they revived Raish again. I think personally, this could be the case. The league didn't want to revive her because maybe they didn't trust her with Bruce. Maybe they thought that her death was a necessary thing to happen in order for the league to actually do what they had to do. Because, I mean, I know Talia was on the league's side with that, but we don't know what would have happened.
Yeah.
So that's a potential candidate for what the hell happened, why they didn't revive her. I mean, obviously, Nyssa cared deeply about Talia, and I think Raish did too, sort of, but not really, because bro tried to kill her.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
He just gave no fuck. So when I was thinking about this question, I was trying to think of reasons why they wouldn't want her revived, and I feel like, well, for the league's sake, it would have been fine because she was she was such a loyal follower to the cause, and even with her trying to turn over Bruce and them having their little fling and whatnot, she was always like, even in the part where Bruce lies to her about becoming the new head of League Assassins or whatever, even after he tells the truth and whatnot, she's still trying to convince him of that cause and just be like, maybe if you weren't such a stuck-up asshole with your whole vows and whatnot, we could actually save this world. You could take over. I'll be at your side. you do whatever we want with the league. You know, my dad's will be dead, so
Right.
it's like so even when she like tried to take Joker and be like, you could be immortal, don't you know? But yeah, it was weird. Like she never like there was no point where she was not against the cause in any way.
Right.
So I feel like it wouldn't have been too much of a consequence to, you know, have her pumped up with Lazarus or whatnot.
Yeah.
But also one thing I was thinking about too is like we don't exactly know how the rules of Lazarus apply in this universe.
That's true.
Is it like just a one time only thing? Is it just, you go in for a swim whenever you fucking feel like it? In the comics, like there was a whole thing about, once you use the Lazarus pit, you can't use it anymore. Is that the same case here? Like, yeah, it's like I guess there's all these. Maybe Nissa also had a part to play in her not being resurrected, but
Yeah.
just kind of seeing how much it fucked with Raish. But um, yeah, I just like it was just an interesting idea because it would have made for honestly, I think it would have made the race side mission more interesting
I
if
agree.
Tally had been revived. And
Me
like
too.
say like he was comatose or like barely able to do anything, they would have
Mhm.
revived Talia and have her kind of step in and lead the league.
Right.
And
And I
they
think
could
that would
have
have made sense.
yeah. But yeah, they didn't do that.
Average Rocksteady decision post Arkham City.
Yeah, the just ninjas are taking orders from a guy in a chair. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, like on the points that I brought up?
Well, I just think that it would have made more sense for Talia to come back.
Yeah.
Um, I think they should have done that. And it would have made for a more interesting story. Like, because honestly, I've seen Ra's al Ghul so many damn times that seeing Talia in that position would be way more interesting, especially because Bruce is, has this unrequited love for her.
Hmm.
And even we see in Arkham Knight, it doesn't go away. He still, gets super depressed when you look at the sword that was hers and all of that.
Hmm.
So he still has these feelings for her and probably always will. And um, if she was in that position, it would have made for a more interesting story.
Yeah, it would have been interesting. Besides, besides being sister versus sister, it also could have been her as a chilling reminder to Batman, being like, "You failed me.
Right.
Like you let me die. You didn't join the league when I thought you would. You went out of your way to just fail me, and now I'm. They could make her crazy or evil or whatnot, just kind of influenced by the pit, and have those kind of resentments. Yeah, I think that would have been really interesting to see. But Rocksteady being Rocksteady, they didn't capitalize.
I know.
Um, but yeah, just going on like that initial decision, I'm gonna say that the reason why they didn't was probably because of Nissa,
I
or at
think so
least
too.
either Nissa or the fact that Raish was just more important to the league. Because we've seen in the side mission how much Nissa's her resentment towards Lazarus
Mm,
is. So
yeah.
so it wouldn't surprise me if given that Raish has been around for like 600 years, they bring him back.
She gave a good old hell no
Yeah,
to bringing
they
Talia
brought him
back.
back. He was a mess, and maybe the idea was the same for Talia.
Or
And
do you think her body was like destroyed in the in the explosions in the Monarch Theater?
I don't know. That's another interesting question. I'm not sure because it's just like
And you don't see her body during the boss fight
No.
anywhere, which again didn't make any sense to me because they Rocksteady is known for doing stuff like that and putting like they could have kept the body there.
Yeah.
Hashtag Talia is alive? Question mark.
Yeah, it's not like a ninja comes in and like recovers her body or whatnot. She just fucking disappears.
Yeah.
Imagine if the floor had exploded and all of a sudden you either see her fall to the bottom floor or just pieces of her.
Oh
The
God.
fuck?
At least it would have
Uh,
brought it close to the chapter of
I
Talia al
guess so.
Ghul. We wouldn't
It's like
have this conversation.
no more Talia ever. Like it's just a pile of mush.
Yeah, she's
Lazarus
ground
Pit
beef.
ain't Lazarus ain't gonna fix that.
No.
Um, yeah, it's yeah. I'm just gonna assume that like the ninjas probably recovered her body after the fact, like after Batman left with Joker's body. Maybe they
Yeah.
had swooped in and grabbed her and probably just buried her. Like after that decision was just like, no, we shouldn't. Nah, she don't get no Lazarus. We'll
Yeah.
just give her a burial or whatnot. So
It just doesn't make a lot of sense why they wouldn't.
yeah, yeah. It's just even weirder because it's just like she was so loyal to that. Like Nissa,
Yeah.
I mean Nissa loved Talia, of course, but there was some kind of resentment for the fact that she would just blindly go along with whatever her dad told her
Right.
and not even think about it for a second. But yeah. I don't even know. I don't think I have much to say else on this topic. Like most of, I mean, it's they don't. There's no like. There's barely any like there besides maybe two references to Talia. We don't really get an idea of what happened to her.
I wish we did,
Yeah,
but yeah, we don't. I don't
yeah,
have much to add either, apart from if they thought Raish was dead. I mean, I know they've recovered the body, but you'd think they would have grabbed Talia's. Maybe it would have been easier to grab. They don't have to climb up a friggin' gate. No, I don't know.
it's, it's,
I just feel like Talia would have been more like she would have been a better leader than Raish.
yeah,
It seemed like she was loyal to the cause, but also her ninjas were super loyal to her.
right.
So you'd think it would be like a priority, but I guess not. Sefton Hill, thanks.
Yeah, like it just. I think for the most part, there could have been a lot of interesting story
Me
developments you
too.
could have done with that.
Me
Like we
too.
mentioned, like just her having that resentment to Bruce for not saying. I think that would have been a really interesting direction to go because we already had Joker in that role being like, man, like you fucked up, you're fucking up even now. But I think
Right.
it also would have been more of that kind of that reinforcement for Batman, where it's just like you know. They're talking about how much Batman fails throughout the entire game. That could have been another great example of that. Of
Yeah, it
her
could
being
have.
like, like, damn, dude, you fucked up. You killed me. You
Yeah.
got me killed. So
I
you let
agree.
a fucking clown who you haven't killed at all, that you've been letting run free for like 10 years. He shot me, dude.
Yep. Thanks a lot, honey.
Thanks.
By the way, I have a kid.
So I was about to say that too. Yeah, here's my son. Fucking loser.
Little Damian Dwight Wayne.
Yeah, that's also another thing I wish they could have explored with this. Like, say
Me
they have
too.
brought her back. Like, we know about that night in Metropolis.
Like maybe, hey, meet your kid. Here he is.
Yeah, I made a test tube baby from
I
like
had a
your.
little Wayne.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would have liked
come meet
that
your
too.
kid. Yeah, like it also would have been another way. Like say they went ahead and did that whole Damian Wayne Batman game. That would have been the perfect way to kind of transition us into that.
I agree.
Like
But then,
setting up the fact that maybe you could beat Batman later on down the line. But
right.
no, no, they didn't
Of course they
bother.
didn't. They
Yeah,
never would.
no.
Bastards.
So much for that. So much for that game.
Yeah.
Even though probably it wouldn't have been a great idea anyway. But I don't know. We talked about this before a long time ago, so
Yeah, we did.
check out that episode.
Please, please check it out. We need to
Watch
boost it.
our older episodes. It's
But I don't know. Apart from that, I don't have much else to add because there's not. I mean, all that we can do is speculate. But
true.
what
But
about
yeah,
you? Do you have anything else to add?
I know. Yeah, I just thought this would be an interesting idea to kind of glaze over because, like, it's one of those things where it's just like you see, you see when that side mission was announced in Night, you're just like, okay, like, and it's like, where's Talia at? You didn't bother bringing back Talia at all?
Right.
Nope. I like how in the beginning of the video, we just kind of glossed over it. It's just like, did she deserve to die? Probably. So
100%.
how do you feel as Talia? How do you feel about Talia as a character? Because
Um, I
I
would
don't
have
know.
liked her to have been explored more.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a lot of untapped potential with a relationship between her and Bruce that we could have seen.
Hmm.
Because we only got a very little snippet of it. And obviously, he's so vulnerable around her enough to the point where he let her take off his mask in front of the other ninjas.
True. That's
So,
true.
yeah, what about you?
She's fine. Yeah,
Damn.
like
Okay.
you
Okay.
said,
I
like you
see
s-
how it is.
like you said, I
Um,
wish we could have gotten more with her, or at least just some insight into their relationship, or at least their
right.
history, because besides besides the night in Metropolis, we don't really get anything.
Right.
Um,
Well, Bruce could have just called.
yeah, and you're right. Like he's so submissive to Talia, even though he's just a simp.
He is. He's a
Batman,
simp.
he's a fucking simp.
Yeah, I'm a simp. I'm a
Because
simp
even
with
because
slamming your
even
girl with this big
because
old
even
horse meat ding dong.
Even Barbara calls him out on his shit. Where it's just like, oh, you're gonna go see that bitch, huh?
Yeah.
It's like it's not that serious, Barbara. Oh, I know how fucking serious it is. And
Yeah.
then
But Barbara's like the the sister that hates the brother's girlfriend.
yeah, I don't know, like like I feel like I don't know. It kind of flip flops for me where it's just like I want to like her, but she does things that are just incredibly stupid.
I agree, she does.
And also, the first time you see her, she just gets a big old bitch slap to Bruce, and
I know.
that just radiates bitch energy.
It
So,
does.
but I think the worst thing she did was when she was just like, "Hey, Joker,
Oh, that was
you want to be
horrible.
immortal?"
Literally one of the worst ideas she's ever had.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Do you think Talia knew about Protocol 10, by the way? I just want to ask this. Do you think she knew about Raish and all that? Because that's something we never get a clear answer to.
Maybe I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if she had if she had some idea about it. But also too, she's in the steel mill right before Protocol 10 starts. So,
Right.
or at least when it starts, I guess you could say. But like, so at any point she could have been crushed by rubble or some shit. I
Yeah,
don't know. Maybe she is just a stupid bitch.
maybe.
But
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. And you know what she got for being a stupid bitch? She got shot. She got shot by a fucking clown.
How about that prick's face when he saw the gat? But yeah, I think that Talia is just more untapped potential that we didn't get. Even if her character
Hell yeah, she
had
is.
some wow. Yeah, go
Sorry.
watch our Smash or Pass video, guys. Go watch that,
I
please.
forget. Did we mention Talia in that
Please.
video?
I thought we did. Yeah, we did. I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay. Still, Smash. She's an idiot, but she's
Wow.
hot.
She'll smack you.
You know what
But
I
yeah.
found was the weirdest part about her compared to her family? She's the
What?
only one with an accent.
I know. What is up with that?
Like Grace doesn't have one, Nissa doesn't have one.
What is up with that? That is
I don't
weird.
know.
I never even thought about that. Clone.
Maybe she gets it from her mom's side. I don't know.
It's true.
But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. This is probably one of our shortest episodes yet, I'd say.
It definitely is.
I didn't think it'd be this short. I figured we'd had more to talk about, but I guess not. So
Yeah.
sorry. But it's a neat idea to think about. But anyway, so yeah, subscribe to our channels. Tell us in the comments what you think, why they didn't revive her bitch ass.
Probably because they just hated her at that point.
Maybe, yeah.
She was
It's
a
like
bitch.
I don't like you. It says I don't like you. Yeah, let us know in the comments. Subscribe to this channel and our personal channels because
We need subscribers.
yeah, I just need more. I want more, but I'm almost at 300.
Dude,
I just look.
you're
I just looked
popping off, my
I know.
guy.
I was just looking the other day, and all of a sudden, it's just like, wait, what does that say? 293. It's like, oh shit,
Damn.
two shit. I was like, oh shit,
That's awesome.
and I still haven't made that Q&A video.
Get your ass moving.
I'm trying. I got a lot of shit going on.
Didn't I say you would get to 300 by like the end of the year?
Maybe.
And
Maybe
now
we can
you're here already. You'll
may,
get there before the summer's even halfway over, I
dude.
think.
Maybe we'll get to 300 by the start of the summer, or by the end of this month. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping for.
But
But
if you get there by my birthday, then I'll personally slap you in the face like Talia al Ghul.
you gonna buy a plane ticket and come over
I'll
here?
at least buy you dinner first. But
Okay. Okay.
but yeah, here's the 300 subs, guys. Come on, let's
Sweet.
get them there.
But yeah, check out our other intensive treatment podcast episodes. Go watch our IGTVs if you want to get caught up on the news. Go check out
Yes.
our live streams, which we always have
Yes.
a great fun old time with.
Which we'll be doing again on Thursday. So
Yes.
tomorrow. So you'll see that tomorrow.
Yeah. But anyway, have a great night. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and of course, stay locked up like always.